My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Monster Train. We're gonna go Random Clan, and Covenant 8. Let's go. At the start here, oh my god, it's Hellhorn awoken. Cool. At the start here, I would like to mention that, yeah, the Monster Train series is back. I took a couple days off there because I was feeling a little sick, a little weary, a little overworked, but taking a moment to rest, and now it is time to get back to it. I'm gonna take the Hornbreaker Prince with Slay, gain 5 armor, Revenge, gain 1 rage. The idea here being that I'll find a way to give it spikes, and then it will trigger the Slay, gain armor effect off of killing with spikes. And if it does that, then it gets a lot better. Then you can't get overrun by, like, you know, clergyman flaws and stuff like that. 12 armor. Sorry, 12 rage. Sorry, 12 damage rather. I give you 3 rage, you go up to 18. You would go up to 11. 11 and 18 is just short of being able to kill that disciple. No, wait, hang on, the fledgling imp itself as well. Okay. Great. So this is going to get the Hornbreaker Prince a Slay trigger and a Rage trigger there. There we go. Kinda how I hoped that one was gonna turn out. I was worried a little about the numbers at the very end there. But as long as we take out that first wave, and then we take out the boss as it comes into the map there, nothing ever gets back to the top. Fortify, Welder Helper. I mean, Fortify is good to just get the Hornbreaker Prince just, like, off the ground a little. There's a regen. That's not what I'm looking for, though. I already have 2 Seal Enhancers in the deck. Nope. Need to find some spikes, please, game. Would you like to give me any spikes, please? I don't even know if there's any spell that I sincerely want to upgrade right now, so I'm looking for a good backliner unit here. Ooh, Large Stone. Okay, okay. Animus of Will, please. Thank you. Take the Animus of Will, give it the Large Stone. Reroll, give it Multi-Strike. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's so good for us. I can take this. I can definitely take this. I just have to set up on the top floor. At the moment, the champion is taking the back seat to that ridiculously powerful Animus of Will right now. Hey, Hornbreaker Prince actually gets a Slay here as well. Neat. I need space here for the fledgling imps to be able to fit in, but it's fine at the moment. Let's throw some more regen up there. Actually. There we go. We'll actually get some damage out here. Perfect. Spells can also be upgraded 3 times now, so some spells might be incredible. Vent. No, I'm fine. There's a sharpen. Let's see what we can do with the sharpen. Spreading spores is the most obvious thing that would become incredible. Ooh, hang on. I have a tiresome climb in this deck, so I could set up an Animus of Will on, or rather the Hornbreaker on the top floor, Animus of Will behind it, and then another tiresome climb to get another Animus of Will up to the top. The only problem there is that enemy units that give us curses and get summoned into the bottom of the map are going to be there for a while, giving us curses. Thing is, if I'm duping anything right now, I'm duping that Animus of Will, right? Yes, but we'd go to the Concealed Caverns first. Bone Rattler, Bone Shine. Yeah, I mean, I guess I am golding things now. Let's take Bone Shine. See if we can actually make it gold on this run. TD Animus of Will, take the money, bounce. Great. So we now have a very, very, very powerful top floor. I'm also just going to play both these Fledgling Imps out. I don't want to draw back into them. They're not really going to provide anything to the way this deck is running at the moment. Or what we plan, even, ultimately, to do with the deck. We're going to take a decent amount of damage here, but it sets us up for the Tyson Climb. I'm also just going to play the Bone Shine, just get it out of the deck. There we go. Up there. Take that out manually. Oh, this is so good. So you can see these clergymen are, in fact, I'll even turn down the game speed here. They'll hit my champion, die, triggering my champion's revenge and rage. So I get more powerful and I get more armor. There's no way Daedalus is going to be able to do anything against this. Especially because we are about to get, especially because, rather, it's not impacted upon by, but it does bring into sharp focus the fact that we are about to get our second upgrade on the Hornbreaker Prince to become Wrathful level 2. And that's when we gain 10 armor and 2 rage, respectively. That's where things really get nutty. Oh, so powerful. Gotta love it. Awoken Railspike, Last Stand, Transcend Imp. I'm not really buffing my targets with Rage at all because the Fledgling Imps can't trigger on the same floor where my units are. Transcend Imp repeats all summon effects you've had so far this battle. That would just be those Fledgling Imps. Awoken Railspike is a little bit interesting here, though. In fact, it's very interesting here. Wilting Sapwood. No, Woken Railspike and Wilting Sapwood both fix the same problem of energy. Or they both seek to address the same problem. I'm gonna go draw. I know, I just said that energy is a problem, but after the first Woken Railspike goes off, the average cost of our hands is not that high. It's definitely not 4 as the average cost of our hands, right? So instead, I want to get more cards in hand so that I can get better effects out of them. Again, there's no spells here that I really want to do anything with right now. Artifact, what do you got? Action cost reduced by 75%. I'll take it. Woken unit, don't need any of you. Honestly, I'm looking at those Fledgling Imps and I'm thinking maybe they need to get out of the deck now. They're less expensive than the Train Stewards, but they do less than the Train Stewards right now as well. At the very least, I play them and then they're out of the deck, right? Let's remove a torch into restore instead. No, it's Fledgling Imps. Here we go. Let's take our extra armor on the sleigh. So now we have like a very, very durable frontline tank. Non-boss enemy incentive with spikes 4 is completely fine by me. There are a lot of artifacts that I would love to have as well. But it does mean I should set up on the bottom floor. I don't like how much damage the Animus of Will is taking here just to take out Eclipse Guardian. But I want the money. Well. Oh, yikes. This is a lot more dangerous than I thought it was going to, or rather hoped it was going to be. Send you up. Torch you. Exhaust those 2 cards from deck. Way too much damage taken. Okay, a respectable amount of damage dealt back. We need all of the steel enhancers we can get on that top line right now. There we go. Ugh, rough, but it worked out in the end. We took 10 damage in order to get Ashes of the Fallen, double summon effects. I mean, we have no summon effects in the deck anymore, but it's fine. Do I take it into the box now? I could. Let's also go 1 Pyre Shards. It's effectively what Sharpen is for us, is just a Pyre Shards, but as the deck gets thicker, I need the ability to make sure that I can apply it. Double stack on one of these? Before I do that, let's see what you have. Whenever you play a spell, spells in hand that cost less than that or reduces 0 cost for the turn. So Awoken Rail Spike will affect everything, so will the Bone Shine, rather. Okay. Let's go double stack on a Pyre Shards. Reroll. Hold over. Let's hold over cost reducer steel enhancer here. So every single turn I'm just getting +3/+3. Well, it's actually +12/+3 because of the multi-strike. And then just Power Stone on one of you. No, Power Stone on a heal. Healing definitely seems to be what's currently missing from the deck. Non-boss enemy units restore all health when they move up the floor. That's fine. We're setting up all of our units on the top floor for this fight because there's going to be no Scourge units. No, I don't need either of those in this hand. Yeah, as long as the Master of Light doesn't get the kill, we're fine. Sure. Why not just remove that target, right? Set you up. Oh no, walking rail spike foot! Ryan! I just mentioned before that was gonna work. We should be pretty comfy now. Don't really see this being much longer of a concern for us. It's just train steward, train steward, train steward. Again, just sacking Maul, get him out of the deck. It's more damage if I put it on the Animus of Will with all of the multi-strikes there. Okay, and then more. I'm gonna throw extra units just down here right now. Yeah, even days 2 on that Clip Guardian wouldn't be enough. Alright. Time to meet your maker, friend. Perfect. Oh, they're so powerful! Animus of Will is such a hard carry when you get them early. Oh, grant +1 stack of spikes each time it's applied? Sure. Branding Right's not bad here. It triggers extra rage on the Hornbreaker Prince. Also gives me the ability to target the Hornbreaker Prince with restores. Obviously, Imp in a box is more imps, but the variable value of imps on different floors is a little intimidating. So currently I have 10 spikes that I can put on the Hornbreaker Prince in a single cycle. Sorry, 15. I don't need more than that, definitely. $15's more than enough for me. I think it's probably relics now. It doesn't decay on friendly. Ooh, X-Cos cards gain +3 to the X value when played. Sure. That's good enough for the Awoken Rail Spike, frankly. Jack Strips. Jack Strips is actually anti-synergistic with this build because the Hornbreaker Prince won't get as many slays off on wimpy units. 50% chance to remove all buff effects from enemies whenever they enter your train. Is neat. I like it a lot. It saved me from a lot of very sticky situations. Friendly units enter with armor 5, rather. Neat. I like that. I'd also really like to see the friendly units, or rather armor gain, all armor gain is increased by 4 stacks. Would be incredible for the survivability rather of our champion. Good lord, can't speak today. I take 1 day off and I lose all of my practice. Setting up here on the bottom floor to fix all of these problems before they become problems. Okay, what? That's good enough. I don't have enough thorns now to take out either of those sycophants by myself. See what we get in either of these imps. Let's just take the buffs while we can get them. Yep, not like it's going to cause a problem at all. Okay, you get that buff. I'm going to draw 6 and decrease all of their cost by 2. Great. Let's give you a sharpen so that now if a unit does come in and immediately gets armored, we can still kill it just by ourselves. And then just set up all the excess units on the top floor, I think. There you go. We actually used the Bone Shine to heal up there. And I thought it would never be done. Oh god, I don't even have the space to get the final train steward out. Even better than that, I don't really need to. I could have played all of... I forgot again that I had the split anvil there. I could have healed back up. There we go. So, running right. Heal, 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 and... buff. Looks like this one's gonna be doing good enough. Get him. The problem here is that Seraph the Diligent, we might, is there any way to, there is a way to descend. We might find a way to descend, but, ooh, don't make me do it. I have the ability to upgrade it 3 times as well. I can't not. If I have the ability to upgrade it 3 times, I'm kind of obliged to. The Great Trader is going to devour our spells as well. Which means that it also has the Scourge Givers in that fight. So I am going to have to set up on the bottom floor. So I want to find a way to descend the second Animus of Will now. I mean, look. I'm looking for... Consume removal? Am I looking for consume removal? Consume removal on Awoken Rail Spike isn't bad. Nor is it on Pyre Shards. I mean, Pyre Shards might be a bit slow. Fine, I'll consume remove you, reroll. Holdover. So we put holdover on spreading spores. We also put a lower cost on spreading spores. And then finally, I'm looking for double stack, or I'll settle for another lowered cost. If I need to settle for another lowered cost, I can. Yeah, let's make a Train Steward Purge. Just get that out of the deck. Free removal there, basically. Then we get our final Dark Forge upgrade as well on the Hornbreaker Prince. So now we're getting 20 armor per sleigh. So our frontliners should never really be in doubt anymore. Enemies enter with Spell Shield 2. Yep, no problem with that. I think I can set up on the top floor here as well, though. There shouldn't be any Scourge units I have to worry about. Goodbye. And setting up the top floor gives us a couple more advantages. In particular, ooh, you can just get to wait for a sleigh there. Great. But in particular, I was waiting for the, ooh, please give me Molten. There's no Molten. I'm not even going to have the ability to kill one of the Shade Wings there. You know what? I'm going to get some Rage on the Hornbreaker Prince here. Great. No, it means I can set up on the top floor. and get spikes before these enemies attack, hopefully. Because I've been specifically trying to get those spikes this whole time, game. There's some spikes. That's 3. That's enough to kill them on their second strike against me. I have to tiresome climb you, and then did not get more spikes. Rough. We need more spikes, like, next round instantly. Thankfully, these 2 torches are enough. Significantly lower the damage that they're going to do to me, because they only get to attack me once before they die. Okay. Let's go sharpen first, which will make everything else cost less. Gilded Wing does manage to get through here. But in my defense, it was standing behind a giant tank. Like, come on. Let's tiresome climb you. Because then that just makes everything else cost 0 for me. So really kind of gotta. I mean, I get more armor by letting these 1 health units go to the top floor and attack me. It's actually way better, even with their extinguish triggers, to still just let them attack. Okay. Great. This was a pretty easy 400 gold pickup then. Go hold over, restore to free up space in hand, Awoken Rail Spike for a bunch of cards, makes all of them free. Spreading spores, spreading spores, spreading spores. Spreading spores on a Hornbreaker with Wrathful is so good. Ah, just incredible. I'm gonna free one of you out, and then you know what? I get a train steward to kill you. Never get train stewards to kill you. Might as well try it one time. And then, yeah, it's pretty difficult to do much against this. I love when you can make the champion the tank using the spikes. Like, it is one of my favorite things to do when I have, you know, the primary Hellhaunt and allied Awoken. I could take last. No. Deck is already done. This deck has been finished for a while. It's kind of overhandling at this point just to put more in. Let's double stack the spreading spores. I didn't think I was gonna find that there necessarily, but oh my god. Sting spells, no, none that's needed. Reroll. Grant +4 stacks of armor each time it's applied to friendly units. Yes, please. Then let's dupe another... Woken Rail Spike? No, it's dupe another Spreading Spores. Hopefully I get that in the opening hand, and to make it more likely that we do, we'll remove pretty much all of the restores. Okay. Train Steward, because the Train Stewards are actually pretty hard for us to play. -1 to something's cost. Sure. Let's make the Branding Ride a little cheap. Actually, the Branding Ride doesn't want to be cheaper. Yeah, I want them to be expensive. I want some of these cards to be expensive, because if they're expensive, then they make... one sec. They make other things cheaper to play when I play them. There we go. Cool. Gotta make sure that I don't play the spell that I still want to keep as my first spell in a turn, but other than that, that's good. these holdovers make it real quick for you to overwhelm your deck with spreading spores. Because obviously, this used to consume itself. It now no longer does. But that means you have the ability to give it holdover. So I have this in my next hand. And if I have it in my next hand and I'm adding another copy to the discard pile, it basically means for my first cycle through my deck, I can add a bunch of spreading spores into my discard pile. And then my second cycle goes ridiculous. And at a certain point, by the way, all of them have holdover. So you have nothing but spreading spores in your hand. But if I didn't have that, I'd play spreading spores in my first cycle. And then in my second cycle, I have 2 spreading spores. And then 4. And then 8. So it takes longer without the holdover. Holdover is such a good piece of this here. It's a lot of health the Hornbreaker's going to lose there. Okay. I'm going to play out the free stuff first. Let's make everything cost less. So that I can actually start healing up. And now we're doing well. Great. You. You. We've got a self-mutilation still left here in the deck, unfortunately. You know what? I'll send and daze you. Because then you'll go up this round, and then you die. And from now on, we are safe. All of these bottom floors are going to be easy. So, in fact, I can even Branding Right to kill the top liner there. This already has Consume on it regardless, so I might as well just eat that. Let's see what the imps give us. Not great imps. I mean, I do want to play out all of the stuff in my hand still, just so I don't draw back into it. But there we go. Bit dicey of an initial setup, but it is looking real good right now. The one that doesn't have holdover I'm going to consume here. Because otherwise my hand is super reliable. Does someone live? Yeah, on 1 HP. Ooh. I didn't think anyone really could. Let's pop a Animosity Will on the top just to catch the stragglers. Now, I don't have to hold over all of my spreading spores every turn. That's just the easiest way for us to get ridiculously powerful. Sharpen is now a very slow way to accomplish what I want. Great. Give me all the armor and all the attack in the world, please. You've not fed me enough yet. Okay, playing the Awoken Railspike will make all of the spreading spores in my hand already cost 0. Because Awoken Railspike counts as a more expensive spell. Pretty sure the deck at this point is basically just spreading spores. Yeah, it looks like it. Alright. That's a pretty clean Seraphim, if I had to say so myself. Getting the Lightstone casing from the outset, I believe I actually mentioned, like, around the time that I got the guild marker and had the Lightstone, that there is a specific spell I'd be looking for that I'd want to upgrade 3 times. And especially in a build where I have a frontline tanking unit that wants more thorns, and we want to set up on the bottom line for the sake of Seraph the Diligent, and we also want more spells in our deck for the sake of Seraph the Diligent. It felt like the game was pulling me in this direction, and to fight against it would be to lose. Would be to ask to lose just so I avoid spreading spores. Whoa, much more contested battlefield here right now. For the moment though, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Monster Train. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.